So you want to learn how to optimize your sleep. Well, if you don't and somehow stumbled across this video, here's why you may want to consider. When you optimize your sleep, your mental and physical health improve. So you're going to feel better, be more energetic, and be more productive. Sleep is also a huge contributor to our immune system health, our skin health. It improves wound healing and also appearance. Now we know why it's great to optimize your sleep, but how do we do it? Is it a magic sleeping pill? Maybe there's a product that we have to pay for that's going to help us out. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. The resources that we could use to enhance our sleep quality are actually very simple. We're going to be using light, lack of light, our body temperature, both food and exercise, caffeine if you drink it, and supplements. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of what we could do to enhance our sleep, we need to understand and remember this underlying theme throughout this video. When body temperature goes up, we're optimizing for being awake and alert. When body temperature goes down, we're optimizing for sleep. So, the journey of enhancing your sleep starts in the morning. We'll build up from here to the finish line, or the bed, where our sleep is optimal. Factor number 1 is light. As we wake up, our body temperature rises. The increase in temperature in turn causes a hormone called cortisol to be released. Cortisol can enhance your immune system and energize you if spiked at the right time of day. And that's when you first wake up in the morning. Now, how we could spike our cortisol levels is by viewing a large amount of sunlight within 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. The neurons in your eyes are going to notify your body that it's time to be alert. It's also going to increase your metabolism, enhance immune system, and regulate your circadian rhythm. To summarize that, it's just going to get your body used to waking up around the time you view the sunlight. Now, this won't work if you're wearing shades or looking through a window, but if you wear contacts and glasses for vision, it's completely fine. It's even better because they're enhancing your eyesight for focus. Now, a general guideline for how long we want to be out there is the following. If it's a sunny day and super bright out, around 5 to 10 minutes should do the trick. If it's an overcast, around 10 to 15 minutes. If there are heavy clouds, it should take around 30 to 45 minutes or more. Now, for the folks who get up when the sun isn't out, it would be very beneficial for you guys to turn on artificial lights in the meantime. Then when the sun comes up, make sure to go out and view the sunlight. Now, as the day progresses into the evening, viewing light can serve another purpose. By viewing sunlight near or when the sun sets, the neurons in your eyes will notify your body that sleep is coming, similar as to in the morning when your body was notified to be alert. Now, an important point to consider is that in the morning it takes a lot of light to wake you up, hence us going outside to get our light, as opposed to at nighttime it takes very little amounts of light to keep you awake. Now, when it comes to artificial lights at nighttime, like our phones or computer screens, a good general rule of thumb is to avoid artificial light between 1 to 2 hours before you sleep to keep your internal clock flowing optimally. When you go to sleep, turn the lights completely off so there's absolutely no light around you. This is going to reduce sleep disturbances, increase melatonin production in your body, and overall enhance your sleep quality. Now, factor number 2 is temperature of your body. Remember, body temperature rising equals awake and more alert. We can increase our body temperature from cold exposure. Your body and brain are going to act as a thermostat. When we're exposed to extreme cold, our bodies naturally start to warm us up. We can optimize our morning alertness by hopping in a cold shower or an ice bath. But later on in the day, not so much. If you partake in cold exposure in the evenings or the nights, it can delay your circadian clock and mess with your sleeping time. So if you're a fan of hot baths or warm showers, your time to do it would be later on in the day. Warm showers are going to cause your body to cool off and be more relaxed. When we go to sleep, we want to be in a cooler environment. So we want to drop the temperature of our room by at least 3 degrees. We could do this by turning on a fan or opening a window, depending on the season of the year. Now let's talk about factor number 3, which is food and exercise. Now, obviously, when you exercise, you're going to end up warming up and becoming more alert. So for the people who lift later on in the day, your internal clock is going to be delayed a little bit. It'd be more beneficial for you guys to pick a later sleeping time. Now, digesting food also increases your blood temperature. This can cause you to be more awake and alert as well, but make sure to be cautious of the volume you eat in one sitting. If you eat a huge meal, it's going to divert a ton of blood and resources from other organs in your body, especially your brain. So you're going to feel all sleepy and groggy afterwards. Timing of the meals is also super important. When you sleep, your body has 2 options. You could either rest or digest. Eating meals near your period of sleep will cause your body to focus on digestion and ultimately lower the quality of sleep. Another thing to avoid is drinking water right before you sleep. Water intake right before rest will the majority of the time cause you to get up in the middle of the night and end up going to the bathroom. This is going to cause your sleep to be suboptimal. Now, factor number 4 is caffeine, and this is only if you drink it. We're going to want to delay our caffeine intake to about 90 to 120 minutes after waking. This is because our bodies produce a molecule called adenosine. It's basically just a molecule that makes you sleepy. We want to make sure before we intake caffeine that the adenosine is out of our system, or at least the majority of it. Otherwise, the combo of the two is going to cause a major energy dip in the afternoon. Generally, we're going to want to consume all of our caffeine before 3 to 4 p.m. Any later than that, then the caffeine intake is going to disrupt your sleep superbly. Now, factor number 5 is supplements. Quick disclaimer, before you add any supplementation to your diet, make sure to talk to your physician. Supplementation isn't necessary if you're following the previous steps and are having great results. But if you still feel like you could do better, then some good supplements to take would be magnesium threonate, apigenin, and L-threonine. All three of these supplements are going to cause a calming effect in your brain, help regulate endorphin release, and also improve cortisol regulation. Now, just remember that the majority of people aren't even going to be needing to take these supplements, as long as they're following the previous frameworks that I've laid out in this video. So if you're going to go down the supplement route, then taking these about 30 minutes before you go to sleep would be beneficial. And if you take them in liquid form, then about an hour to an hour 30 minutes is going to be beneficial for you. So now that you guys have a pretty good understanding of these 5 factors I've laid out, it's up to you guys to create an action plan. Everybody's circumstances are different, and there's different variables in each one of our lives. But here's a few key points that I want you guys to remember. When body temperature goes up, it causes you to be more awake and alert. When body temperature goes down, that promotes calmness in a restful state. Go outside and get your light as soon as you wake up. Utilize these tools like cold exposure, hot baths, showers, or even a sauna in the afternoon. And most importantly, do your own research to see what would benefit you best. I hope that I could have provided you some value in this video. Everything that I've stated in this video has helped me drastically when it came to sleep. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video when I talk about how fasting could also increase productivity.